In my experience, the kitchen is the one room of the home where people are most cautious and least likely to want to try to mix metals. The bathroom is a close second. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure why. If it works well in most of the rooms of your home, why not your kitchen and your bathrooms? Now, I suspect it's because these are some of the costliest rooms of our home in design, and we just don't want to get it wrong. It's too expensive. But I'm here to tell you that you can absolutely do this. And as long as you don't feel the need to have everything match, because some people do, and that's totally okay, then definitely try this out. Sometimes I find that clients feel limited by their stainless steel appliances. They think that as a result, they should have only brushed nickel faucets and pulls to go with them. The truth is that stainless steel appliances are so ubiquitous today in most homes that they almost disappear into the background, and you can absolutely mix any metal with these appliances. That said, in general, I do like to keep the finish of all the appliances the same. So either all stainless, all black, all white, etc. And while I strongly believe you should buy the best appliance regardless of the manufacturer, so for example, buy the best range, the best refrigerator, etc., one thing to be aware of is that sometimes finishes, particularly stainless steel, can vary from manufacturer to manufacturer, which is one of the main reasons people end up buying everything from just one manufacturer. So that begs the question, which is more important, matching finishes or buying the best appliances, regardless of manufacturer? Well, for me, it's definitely the latter. Buy the best appliance regardless of who the manufacturer is. The stainless steel finish may end up varying somewhat, but at the end of the day, functionality rules for me in this particular area. Now, only you can decide, though, whether form or function is more important to you in this area. So, now let's talk about the best way to mix metals in your kitchen. One approach is to have all of your functional metals in one finish and then all of your decorative metals in another finish. For example, perhaps all of your lighting and your bar stool legs are in one finish, but everything else is in a different finish. Another approach is to just have your lighting be in a different finish from the rest of the kitchen. Lighting, whether it be pendants or a chandelier or two, is often front and center in the kitchen, and this is a great place to bring in another metal. And what's great about this approach is that it will definitely feel intentional rather than accidental, which is obviously not what we want. Let's go ahead and take a look at some examples of mixed metal kitchens. In this first example, they've chosen black to be the primary metal color of the space. We see it most prominently in the lighting and all of the cabinet pulls. But they've also thrown in chrome as a secondary metal, which we see in the legs of the bar stools and in the kitchen faucet. Finally, you see that they have a stainless steel range along with what appears to be a stainless steel pot filler faucet over the range. This is a great example of the 60-30-10 split. You can see that they've also chosen to use just cool and neutral metals, which helps to accentuate the overall cool feeling of this kitchen. Now, let's take a look at our second example. What jumps out at you? It's that brass chandelier, isn't it? It's truly the showstopper in this kitchen, which has chosen to use a black metal for nearly everything from the lighting to the hood and the range to the drawer pulls, which helps to really make that chandelier pop. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but they did also add in a brass kitchen faucet, which in my opinion, they didn't really need to do it, but it works nevertheless. I love the mix of the primarily neutral metals with the pop of the warm brass. Very nicely done. Okay, now let's take a look at our third example. How many different finishes do you see? I actually see 4. We have the obvious stainless steel countertops, along with stainless steel appliances, making this the dominant metal. Then we have what appears to be a chrome kitchen faucet and chrome bar stools. But of course, we have that beautiful gold mirror over the sink. The fourth metal, which you may not have seen right away, is the brass frame chalkboard to the left of the sink. They did a nice job mixing warm and cool metals, which creates a nice temperature balance for this kitchen, given the cool colored brick and the warm wood floors. I hope these 3 examples have convinced you that it's a wonderful design choice to mix metals in our kitchen.